We're going to take a brief interlude from these amazing demos to talk to you a little bit about the cities that we'll be working with in 2015 for the fellowship program. You might have noticed earlier that I mentioned a couple mayors that are here this week, and we're very honored to have them, and council people and other elected officials. You'll see a pattern in some of the cities that we are happy to work with next year. This has been, as any of you who in the audience who have been part of this process knows, not a small process. We had over 40 applications from cities around the country, and it can be very challenging for all parties to sort of, understand what the process is going to be, what a fellowship is about, and make the decision to be a part of this. And we would like to thank every city and county that applied, all 40 of you, and hope that we will work with everybody in the future. And acknowledge the 7 wonderful partners that we are moving forward with for 2015. And we'll talk about them actually in the groups because, as you noticed earlier, we are going to be working in these particular focus areas. One thing you may notice about these cities is that if you followed the pattern from earlier on, there was definitely a perception that it was the bigger local governments that were the appropriate partners for Code for America. Well, look at us this year. We've got West Sacramento with just 50,000 people. They're, of course, working regionally in the West Sacramento region through the Sacramento Area Council of Governments. We've got Somerville with 77,000 residents. But we've also got the 7th largest county in the United States, Miami-Dade, in here. Woo, way to go. And I think the point is, it doesn't matter what size your government is. This is a program that makes sense for a lot of people, and we're very grateful, particularly to those small governments, for finding a way to make this work. We're working in that area of public safety, following on from Sam and Ryan's presentation and what we were talking about with the criminal justice system, particularly with Indianapolis, Indiana, where violent crime in 2012 was nearly 3 times the national average. And also in Vallejo, right here in California, near where I live, an amazing city that many of you know went through bankruptcy and has one, if not the lowest, police-to-resident ratios in the United States. So this is going to be a huge challenge, but also a huge opportunity, and we're so grateful to both of those cities for giving us a chance to work through this new focus area with them. We'll be working on economic development projects in 2 very economically diverse communities. Albuquerque, New Mexico, very happy to have you, where 30% of the workforce works in government. And in Miami-Dade County, of course, where we've seen such significant growth in entrepreneurial activity that the Kauffman Foundation has ranked Miami as #1 in terms of entrepreneurial activity per capita. Both West Sacramento and to some degree Somerville are working in generally our area of health, which is not defined again as healthcare, but as access to services. And so West Sacramento is going to tackle what happens when you engage underrepresented populations in a project that tackles food access and health, but not just in one city, not just in West Sacramento, in that region. And we're really looking forward to what we can learn from there. In Somerville, our fellows are going to partner with the mayor and a team truly committed to making data-driven decisions to explore the various sources that can be used for real-time decision-making to support the education and health of school-aged children. And last but not least, a topic that is near and dear to the hearts of this community more than probably anywhere else, we are going to be taking on procurement with our partners in Pittsburgh. We're delighted to be partnering with a fantastic mayor and a fantastic team there, and of course with Laura Mikesell, who was a fellow last year, who is now leading up data analytics for the city of Pittsburgh. The city of Pittsburgh is expected to spend $120 million on capital projects between 2015 and 2018. We are very excited to help figure out some hacks on that system that can get us some better outcomes. So I am delighted to welcome these folks into our 2015 program. Again, you're courageous. We are really thrilled that we're going to be able to pilot this new model with you. Thank you for all that you've done. Thank you to all of the past cities, the cities that who applied to the program, and to all of you who will think hopefully about applying for the program next year. Thanks so much.